Turn the sound down.
Okay, everybody, we're live. Just want to check, we're on Streamyard again. So I just want to check that you can hear and see me and that it's not laggy.
Hey, everybody, we're live.
Can you turn this? I thought you said you had the sound down on that.
Yeah, sounds
Yeah, I've definitely got the sound turned down on that.
Yeah, I was just checking it on the TV, make sure it's working okay. Hello, everybody. Good evening. 20th today. We're getting nearer and nearer to Christmas. Who's
Hi,
on board? Who have we got on board?
Everybody, all the usual suspects, I think.
Excellent.
Can you all hear us? We're not laggy or staggering
Foxy's
or
there.
blurred.
Rhea's here. Hi, Rhea. Linda Wagner. Hello. Ruby Red. Casey. Have we got any members of the royal family in tonight? We had quite a few yesterday.
Bound to.
Haven't seen
Absolute
anybody
bound
so
to.
far.
You can hear fine. Good, good. Loud and clear and not fuzzy tonight. I think it must have been that Streamyard were having problems.
There he is. His Majesty the King is with us tonight. Jingle bells, Batman, smell Robin flew away. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Your Majesty. Thank you very much for joining us.
Hello. Nutmeg. Nutmeg is here. Hope you saw the thing.
Hi,
We got
Nutmeg.
the diffuser. And thank you for the letter as well.
Finally got it.
Yeah, might as well live on the moon here. It takes time. All these things. So yes, it was just the first thing I wanted to clear up was my video thumbnail today of Megan doing her Coffee Clever Blends advert. It was me who put the word bots on her shirt. She wasn't actually wearing a shirt with the word bots on it to troll everybody over the fact that they all deeply suspect she buys bots. So I just wanted to set that straight because I could see a few people going, oh my God, look, she's wearing a shirt with the word bots on it. She's laughing at all of us. No, on this occasion, Megan is innocent. That was me who put that there, just because I thought it would be funny. And it's been on X all day long, so hopefully that hasn't taken off. And one of the sugars a couple of days ago on X said to me the usual, usual insults, but added that Megan, Harry and Archie were like Mary, Joseph and Jesus when they fled the UK. And I'd never really thought of them as a nativity play. And I didn't go into the fact that Mary was obviously artificially inseminated by the archangel. And she may have used a surrogate. I didn't go into that with that particular sugar. But I thought that would amuse you all. Can you imagine a nativity set with Meghan and Harry on a donkey? And they've rode all the way to Sandringham, but there's no room at the inn.
Harry's here, Duke of Sussex. Hello, Harry.
Don't worry, Harry. This coffee's made with mushrooms and garbage and dead leaves or something like that. I'm sure it will be an enormous success. And I hear just a sprinkling of mercury or lead or something.
David Murphy.
Hi, Patricia. How are you doing? And Foxy, Princess Carol,
Foxy's
Lady
here,
Jane,
Jane's
Petra
here.
Fleming,
Hi, Lady
Jodie,
Jane.
Rhea. Thank you all for joining us.
Princess Carol.
Diana T, Marcia. It's lovely to see you all.
Yeah, Foxy.
So I don't know what you guys have been up to today. I went into Gibraltar today, nothing very exciting. I bought some paint for our railings. So we've got railings similar to Buckingham Palace, and someone's going to come and paint them tomorrow. Who promises that they're going to do a really, really good job, and they offer to do it for free.
I don't think he'll turn up, but we'll see.
He'll turn up. I said I'll give him a few euros, and he's going to get a Christmas dinner as well. He's a lovely guy, so we will see. I thought I'd better have the paint and the paint roller ready and everything, just in case he turns up tomorrow. And then I've got a little pot of gold, and he's going to pick out little bits of gold for me as well. And there's quite a lot of railings, isn't there?
If we give him a tenner each railing, you know what I mean?
I wasn't going to give him that much, actually, because I know how grateful he'll be, and he'll get food and tea and coffee all day long. I'll sort him out. Don't you worry about that. We're big friends.
We'll get him to paint the house if he does a good job.
We're big friends, me and Charles. We've known him for years.
Yeah.
Bless him.
He keeps trying to sell us things that he's stolen.
Or
Like
actually,
a bicycle.
No, he gets them from the
A
bins.
teenage girl's bicycle. You
Yeah.
think, what am I going to do with that?
He gets them from the bins. And it was Ben was throwing a bicycle out one year, and he gave it to Charles for Christmas. And Charles went and sold it to somebody else. So He's a local character, let's put it that way. And I managed to get smuggle out of Gibraltar some sprouts, some gravy, some frozen mashed potato, all for Christmas Day, and stuffing. So we're all ready for Christmas Day, Graham.
Yeah,
We're all ready. I've got everything except smoked salmon. Because you like a smoked salmon starter, don't you?
Yes. And caviar.
Yes.
We haven't had much caviar since we fell out with Russia. We used to get loads of it in Aldi.
I don't know where.
And it wasn't expensive. You get a
Very
jar of it for like €3, €4, something like that. But it's not seen it since Russia invaded the Ukraine.
Yeah, we get it from Aldi. It's very cheap. It's
Finished.
€2.50 a jar. I think it's called lumpfish or something like that. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's very nice. So yeah, and what we'll do is we can have the camera. We could have 2 cameras, couldn't we? And have a split screen so we could film the entire Christmas table dinner
We don't
on
need
the
to do
day.
that because we're not going to film each other eating, are we? That would be.
No, but we could film the whole table because the
Well,
turkey
yeah, but
sits and
you could film the table with one camera. We could do with just filming normal.
I just feel it's like the whole house looks quite Christmassy except the part where we're sitting at the moment. I don't know why you set it up here particularly.
Well, I was moving it near to the router because we were having signal issues. I had to empty the cache in the browser and talk to the helpline at Streamyard, and it seems to be working okay at the moment.
Right.
So it's a lot better than it was. It was dreadful before, a few nights ago, wasn't it?
Mm.
That's why we went back to YouTube last night.
Yeah. Right, so puff piece of the day. I know you're waiting, unless you follow me on X, Avid Gardener 8. I mean, God knows who creates these puff piece things, whether they're troublemakers or people who actually work for Meghan. But this one says that Harry is going to call Charles on Christmas Day. There's going to be another telephone call. Like, they'll build up to the birthday. There were lots of puff pieces. He said, Harry's going to call and say happy birthday to Charles. Remember that? So we're back to that now. Puff piece. There'll be puff piece in the next few days about how Harry's going to make a call. Then there'll be puff pieces. Harry made the call. Probably Archie and Lily will sing Jingle Bells to him or something, or Away in a Manger
in Latin,
something like that. And he'll have a friendly chat with Meghan, no doubt, won't he? And then there'll be lots of puff pieces after Christmas saying how pleased Charles was to have the phone call. And we're going to hear lots about the phone call. That's my prediction. And today was the first puff piece. So it's gone from they're thinking about accepting an invitation to if they were offered an invitation, they'd definitely snap it up, to they're not fucking invited, that's for sure, to, oh, well, maybe we'll just make a phone call. Now, me personally, this is just my personal imagination. I have no evidence of any of this. I think Meghan's in California with the kids, whether they exist or not. Don't start on me. And I think Harry's in the UK, and I think he's been in the UK for some time. And I think he's keeping his head down. Yeah, I think they're totally separated. I think that he was hoping to smooth things over. Charles is aware he's in the UK. Charles is probably providing the premises, paying for it.
He's probably in Highgrove, isn't he, lying low in the basement?
Could be.
That's where I'd be if I was Harry, with all my bodyguards.
So if there are any journalists out there, you need to hang out at the entrance of Highgrove and
look for someone in a William mask.
And Sandringham and Windsor. Keep your eyes peeled. Anyone who lives in Windsor or in it, Sandringham, any of those areas, keep your eyes peeled for a balding ginger, because that's what I believe, that he's been back for a while.
You're ignoring Botskimo, look.
Botskimo. I know exactly. It's not sugar, guys. There are too many messages, Botskimo, for me to answer all of them. That's someone I know.
Going as fast as we can.
It's someone from Dolphin Safari. Foxy, of course you've clicked the like. I click the like on as many of your videos as I watch as I can.
You may as well all watch it on Fiona's channel. You don't need to watch it on mine. It just goes out on mine anyway.
Yeah.
I guess people who wake up tomorrow and went, oh, I missed a live.
I'd like to have it on X as well, on my X, if that's possible at some point.
It is.
Because I don't want the sugars to miss out.
No.
Bless them.
You can always share my link because it goes up on my X live. because it's long. You paid for it on my account, and if you switch to your account, you haven't got a paid account. So, and I can't log into your Twitter on my account.
Do you know
It's
what?
linked to Google. Everything's linked to Google.
I'm not sure I can log into my Twitter anyway.
Oh.
It just remains logged in all the time on my phone. I don't know what the password is. I suppose there'll be instructions how to reset it somewhere. I don't know.
I can never remember them.
So what do you make of that, guys? Do you think
/
I think Harry is in the UK right now, don't you? Oh, Lady Jane has given you a dollar. That's lovely.
Thank you very much.
That's very, very kind. Derek, what's the difference between Meghan Markle and coffee? Both get roasted, bitter, and get drunk a lot. Actually, have you heard of that coffee where goats eat the pips and then shit them out? Have you not heard of that?
No.
It's the most expensive coffee in the world, apparently. And the goat goes along and eats it, and the people sift through the goat dirt and put it in a jar. It's about $2,000 a jar. And it's no good if it hasn't been through the goat's digestive system.
It doesn't taste right, you mean?
And out the other end, yeah.
Charming. I won't be buying any of that. I was looking at I went on Raffles Hotel website.
Yeah.
We did a few films from Raffles before we went to hospital, and I booked a room for 2 nights.
What?
No, I didn't book it. I went on the booking list.
Right.
Just the rooms, the normal rooms. And I said, what date would you like? I suppose it's different prices for different dates. And we booked just a room for 2 nights, I think the 2nd and the 3rd of January, for example. And I said, how much? And it said $1,000 for 2 people.
That's not too bad for a hotel like that, considering some rooms go for
30. It's a really swanky hotel for sure.
Some of them go for £35,000 a night. Ouch! And he took us
Didn't
up.
you say the big suite was 75 grand a night?
Oh yes, I think
And
it
it's
was.
like an apartment. It's the whole floor, pretty much. It's not just a room. It's like a
Was
whole
that
apartment.
the room that he took us up to see that we filmed, or was that a normal room?
Yeah, but there were people in it, so you couldn't. People just want to disappear into privacy when they're there.
I don't think
Right
there
in
was
the
anybody
heart of
staying.
London, I don't
in
know.
it.
Maybe it was.
No, he showed us the small function room with the poppies hanging from the ceiling, and then it led off there.
Yeah, but they could have made that into 3 separate rooms. It was dead high, really high space.
There must be
They
a
must have
reason.
thought, what's we do with this?
There must be a reason that they didn't do that.
As
I don't know.
you drive into.
But there is no way we're paying £1,000 a night to
over 2
stay
nights. No.
over 2 nights, only $500 a night. Apparently, their biggest worry is somewhere called the Peninsula. I'm not familiar with it. It's a hotel near Buckingham Palace, apparently.
I'm going to get a topper.
Oh, okay. I'm all right. I've got Coca-Cola tonight.
Yeah.
No Lady C jokes about that. So yes, as I was saying, I'll bet you he's holed up in the UK. That's what I think. And I think he was hoping Daddy would smooth it over with the public so he could have walked up to the church. In fact, he might turn up Christmas Day on his own. He might do. Wouldn't that put the cat amongst the pigeons, so to speak? What do you guys think? Oh, Botskimo's saying something. I know that you have chocolate-covered waffles on the cake tray in the kitchen. Would you like some? Just say in the comments, Botskimo. Oh, he's left the comments like, I don't even know if he's watching still. Fiona, would you please advise on how much flaxseed oil you take daily? Oh, just a little bit, like a shot glass mixed in with yogurt. Graham, particularly natural yogurt. He really likes that. And I'm sure that it must have benefits. I don't think it, I've spoken to the doctors and they certainly didn't seem to think it would have any harm. I have heard that if people have the type of cancer where you don't want your blood thinned, then it is a bad idea. So I would imagine anybody out there, if you've got any medical condition and you're under doctor's orders, double check with the doctor first. I don't think you can go wrong with that. And I wouldn't have thought there's any harm in putting a drizzle of flaxseed oil on a salad, like a salad dressing.
Yeah, there is a Budwig clinic, isn't there, in America?
Well, yes, but they're very expensive, and I'm not sure that there's any.
Well, they'd know more than we do about it, I'm sure.
That they probably do, Graham, but it's like, I don't know, $6,000 a night. They've got one here in Malaga. It's really expensive. We're both team Graham and Fiona.
Lady Jane.
Very good. I have flaxseed. I sometimes sprinkle them on my porridge. Very good. And in that Guardian article today, the journalist named something that the Queen Mother swore by. It's called something like artisan. That's not the word, but it was like that. I'll have to look because the woman lived to a great old age. So I'm going to look that one up because there could be something in it, couldn't there? I mean, we also have most days gazpacho, which you can buy in abundance here in Spain, very, very cheaply. It's cold soup, for those that don't know, and it's tomato, carrot, onion, garlic, cucumber, olive oil. It's got everything in it.
It's like cold tomato soup.
And it's really good for you. It's good for the liver, good for the kidneys, good for the whole digestives. And anything that is good for the digestive system is good for the rest of the body. And I drink Soldier on coffee. Very good. Yes, I hear Trevor called.
By royal appointment?
Oh, well, we hope so. Yes, that guy should write. That's Trevor's friend. He's a vet and he sells Soldier on coffee. We'll have to order some Soldier on coffee.
We will. We'll have to get some of that.
Definitely. Does it come with its own little whisk? Because Megan's does. Some battery operated.
Trevor was going to come on tonight, but he's been partying all afternoon. He's been at a party. I think he's a bit drunk. He's been having a right laugh. He was telling us about it earlier. Anyway, moving on.
Fiona Lowry, but the Queen Mum was pickled. Yes, she lived off gin and tonics, didn't she? She loved a gin. I drink anything that's in my hand.
Anything that's been put in my hand, I'll drink anything that's put in front of me.
Apart from mineral water, presumably, Harry, or green shakes made by Megan. I noticed Smeg the Dread can't even get a simple high five right in a tin pot coffee advert, yet she wants a starring role in Hollywood. To defend her a little bit, I think maybe she did that on purpose. It just wasn't funny. And did you, this was another piece that I saw, the Evening Standard. Those of you in the UK will be familiar with the newspaper, the Evening Standard. They have been cheerleaders for the Sussexes for years. From the beginning, they have been Team Sussex. They print puff pieces and they go further than that. And they have defended Meghan and Harry to the death. And yet today, they had an article that said one of the most embarrassing moments of Meghan's life is this latest commercial, how far she's fallen, that the only way is down for her and Harry from now on. It's scathing. Now, when you start to get newspapers like the Evening Standard, the Independent, and the Guardian starting to do snarky articles about them, not supporting them, yeah, they're losing support left, right, and centre. I do hope I can seek a comfort hug from both of you, Graham and Fiona, as I'm going through a lot of worry right now, as my mother is not too well. Oh, Foxy, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Wish you all the best for us,
Foxy.
Foxy.
We're sending you virtual hugs, Foxy.
For Christmas as well. I hope she gets better for Christmas.
And down where you are, you've got the Royal Sussex, and that's a great hospital. I don't know if you were born there, Foxy. I was born there. Both my sisters were, and my dad was born there. Of course, the hospital was in there. Trevor, show us your Christmas jumper. Oh my God, what's he got? Are you dressed as the Grinch? Oh no, he's got a lovely Christmas tree, and I like his little choo-choo train that goes around the bottom of it.
Well, ask him on if he wants to.
You'd have to put the link, wouldn't you?
I'll put the link up, but if you want to come on, don't feel you have to, mate. Sorry, I know.
I hope your mum watches the channel, Foxy, and then she can see all the people I'm seeing, all the people sending best wishes and love. So that would be lovely if she could see that. Is she in hospital or is she at home at the moment? I was as well, Fiona.
He just said she was.
Are you in hospital as well, Doreen? Oh no.
Lots of people are in hospital.
Both my children were born at the Royal Sussex. No way, Moj. You and I just have more and more and more in common all the time. I'm very, very sorry if anybody's in hospital, and I hope you've got headphones because your fellow patients don't want to hear all this. You never know what language is going to come out of my mouth.
A very good friend of mine gave me a tip. She said, if you go to hospital, get an extra long, the longest phone charge away you can find, because chances are the plug socket's going to be miles away from the bed, and she was absolutely right. So if you ever go in,
I caught you doing your
That's
hair
the
there.
tip,
Oh,
that's
look
the
at
tip.
that. You got that today with your Christmas shopping, didn't you? I know what you've been up to today.
I love Christmas. Yes, I've got
I
a collection
do.
of jumpers. When I was in a happily family, we used to buy one every year. So I've got a collection of them now. So why not?
That's a particularly nice one.
I could do with the warm. It's a bit chilly in here. I've had to put an extra log on the fire.
Oh,
I've never been any good as a soldier because I used to have nightmares about going to Norway and doing cold training. You know what I mean?
I've never been to Norway, actually.
They kept threatening to do it to us, and I thought, no, can't think of anything more miserable than being
Just so
cold.
everybody knows you're not neglected, Graham. These are his 2 furry hot water bottles.
They are.
Right? He's plenty warm enough.
I have 2 in my bed, not just one. And she's threatening to buy me an electric blanket, and I said, only old people
I just
have
think
that.
it's easier.
Actually, Graham, what you mean to say, Graham, is you have 2 hot water bottles in your bed and a hot water lover. 3 then, Graham.
If you're wanting a weighted bloody blanket next,
Yeah.
he's in there.
Oh,
Blankets that have weights in them, so they like cling to your body, so you don't get a draft down the sides.
well, I had a problem here with damp for a while. Landlord fixed it. I have a great landlord. Fixed it. Guy came the other day. He drilled a double glazing, put vents in, fixed it all up. But I'm used to warmth. I love it. I mean, I have my duvet. I put my red Christmas blanket over the top. I mean, you've got to look after yourself. We're getting old.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I moved to Spain. It's
Oh.
nice and warm out here, even in the winter. You know what I mean? It's not that bad.
I was too hot today. Too hot. With
She's always too hot, Trevor.
all the furry things I bought in the UK. I went into Chib. I had to strip off, down and wrap it all around my waist. I couldn't bear it. It's been boiling here today.
Yeah, I mean, it's as time moves on, I think about moving. I was thinking about going to live the other side of Ipswich, somewhere like I don't know, Fitzgerald Lane or something, somewhere different, somewhere where I can start fresh, with no issues. But yeah, because here's lovely, but I don't really know anyone because I keep myself to myself, and I like it that way, But the less people know about you, the better, isn't it? But
Yeah, I mean, Suffolk is a very nice part of the country.
It's lovely.
Without a doubt, and Norfolk. I like it down there. It's nice and flat.
Yeah.
Norfolk's lovely. Norfolk Broads. I mean, the scenery up there is beautiful as well. But I'm lucky. I've got Woodbridge on my doorstep, which is stunning.
Yeah. I've never been there, but yeah, only on Google Earth.
Well, I have been thinking about moving back to Belfast, and then if someone over there trolls you, I mean, they'll be taken away and never seen again. Well, I mean, they'll be taken away and never seen again in Belfast. They take no shit over there.
I can imagine it can be quite dodgy over there at times.
Oh yeah, it is. It's nice though.
Phone them up and say, "We know where you live." Is that how it goes?
I know, but
We
the thing is,
know
when people
where
say,
you're at.
but when I'm in Belfast and people say we know where you land,
No, you're not keeping up with the
I'm
comments.
going to keep up with the comments.
I don't mind it. I mean, I know loads of people over there, and they're, I mean, 99% they're great people. I actually get on well with all sides over there, which is
I know
good.
they're having problems with the sound, so keep the comments to the most.
Is the sound okay? Are we getting echoes? Or
I think they fixed it. I think that was a Streamyard problem.
Yeah, I don't hear any echoing. That must have been Streamyard. Yeah, it must have been. Yeah.
I think it was the microphone. And anyway, I'll put anti-echo on.
Graham, if I'm totally honest, I think it was you.
I always get the blame, even if it wasn't me.
No. Well,
I'm apologising for things I haven't done.
Oh, stop it. He loves to put on an act. He loves to put on an act. No echo today. Excellent. Thank you, Anna. That's what we want to hear. So many of us domestic troubles aren't just one, but thoughts, prayers, love and positivity sent to each and every one of us. Yes, isn't that just so? Because I was asking how many people here are in hospital at the moment, and I would imagine there will be a few.
Thanks to the junior doctors, there's more than there should be. Shitbags, aren't they? Shitbag doctors.
Who's there? I haven't read the main papers today.
Here, Fiona. I know. Listen, junior doctors probably do deserve a lot more money than they get. There's no denying that. but I use the word probably. The same thing is probably the devil wears Prada. I mean, probably. But the thing is, with the doctors, I mean, yes, they work long hours. But see, once they qualify, millionaire status straight away, isn't it? But the problem we have here in the UK was junior doctors. Now, wouldn't it be a lot better morally if they were to strike at a decent time? The fact that they're striking Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day shows me that they're just taking the piss. They want an extended Christmas, extended holiday.
Right.
So morally, it doesn't sit well with anyone.
I'm not familiar with it because, apart from Graham's situation, which is a tiny weeny keyhole glimpse into the whole system and the whole picture of how things work, I really don't know. We are so out of date on everything that goes on in the UK, aren't we?
Yeah.
Really.
These junior doctors, in my opinion, would get a lot more respect if they said they were striking over Christmas, and we went, you're going home, aren't you? Yeah. Oh no, I'll be there in the picket line. Oh, so see if you're there in the picket line, then morally, I believe that you should get more pay because you're out doing something. But they're going to expect to do a rotation there, so they all get home for Christmas dinner. And for me, that stinks of shit, if I'm honest.
Yeah. I didn't really notice anything when we were in the UK, apart from the hospital was really busy Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. It's like the patients came out, everybody came out. I don't know where the people came from. It was just like a commuter hour constantly, come 5 o'clock. And I thought, well, people must be sick in the night as well. Why is it so busy from 9 to 5 with patients, doctors, nurses, cleaners? And you don't see that in the night at all, because I was going out in the middle of the night a lot.
Yeah, it's shift patterns, isn't it, really? And
it can't be, Trevor. It can't be. It was like 10,000 people would suddenly descend on the hospital, and they weren't visitors. 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. I loved Saturday in the hospital. Saturday mornings, nobody there. Nobody.
Did you not go to the TikTok room where they're all doing dances? No?
Well, I wondered. There was a particular part I had to walk across past the hospital entrance to get to go where I wanted to have a fag. And there's like a load of people this way. It's like crossing a motorway. You got to stop. There's no traffic light. It was almost, especially with you moving quite slowly. I'm like, oh God, we're never going to get from here to there. It's just a pavement.
Yeah.
So busy, but not in the night.
Enki's, I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Enki's daughter. She said, "Who remembers Camp Coffee comes in a bottle?" I love Camp Coffee. I used to like. Was it with chicory, wasn't it? I used to like that. I
used to have that cold, like a milkshake.
You used to put like a teaspoonful in the hot water and stir it up. I remember that.
Yeah.
You could have hot or cold. I loved Camp Coffee.
Camp Coffee.
Brands.
Fiona. You want to buy some coffee from your friend?
Other brands are available.
I was saying, does your friends come with a little whisk? A little battery-operated whisk?
Trevor's friend is by appointment to His Majesty the King. He just said he has his coffee.
We'll have to try and get royal appointment guy, won't we?
Yeah.
It comes with right, when the coffee comes with this little thing here. So you can take it the measurements. And it comes in these like bags. You know?
Have you got to put it into a percolator?
It's got a picture of a soldier on it.
That's the Guardsman's blend, yeah.
Right, but is it like instant coffee, or do you have to have a coffee maker?
Other brands are available. I have this. So I have this here where I percolate it. I put four scoops of the bag. That metal thing comes with it. I put 4 scoops into that, fill it full of hot water, and then I leave it for about 5, 6, 7 minutes for it to really take its so the flavor really settles. And once the flavor settles, I'll push the lid down, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful coffee.
And so you get, does it all melt, or do you get like a tea strainer or something?
No, well, whenever you push it down, it's got like a metal.
Right.
It's really good.
It's like a coffee. It's like a paper cone in the top. and it
Yeah,
drips the
well,
And then we have this Spanish thing, but it sets my teeth on edge. I can't stand it. It's made of metal, and you screw the top. Oh, it just makes me feel like sucking pennies just thinking about it. I hate those things.
I'll leave it there for about 5 or 6 minutes, and it's good coffee. If I leave it 10 minutes, the coffee might get a little bit colder, but it'll be a lot stronger. I mean, it just depends.
But has he got a website?
Huh?
The guy.
Has he got a website? Yeah, he does. Brian, his name's Brian. Yeah, he does have a website. I'll post it on my community page later if you want, but it's all good.
That would be
Yeah.
great.
Hi, Rena.
We're definitely going to order some.
Rena's one of my many
You're
lovers.
in an exceptionally good mood this evening,
He's
Trevor.
been partying all afternoon, that's why.
I've been out
He's
partying all day.
doing
It's been a good
autographs.
day.
Have you really been giving autographs today?
No, I'm going to be honest. I ended up giving away. Well, not me personally, but I went to a place today, and it was brilliant. I mean, a lot of people worked there. When I went in, went, "Oh, hi, Trev," and they all, quite a few of them started buying my book on Amazon and stuff. It was really, really good. Like, so I had a great day.
It's good to hear. But you look full of beans today. Definitely, you've got the Christmas spirit going.
Well, yes. I mean, you've got to remain positive. I mean, we've got to bear in mind, Fiona, we are YouTubers. We are on YouTube a lot. People get to know us on YouTube. Sometimes I think we share too much about our private lives, though. We share too much. But which will change in 2024. I'm going to become more mysterious. But
You're going to be a fan of mystery, are you?
I'm going to become more mysterious in the new year. Yeah, you've got to think. But I enjoy YouTube. But I found, I wrote something down today. Let me just go and grab a piece of paper. I'm going to shock you and shock everyone. In a good way.
He's not going to go and take his trousers off and show us his Christmas
Oh, no.
pants.
I was going to do this tomorrow in a video, actually, but you've got a good audience here, and it's nothing bad. But listen, I took loads of notes of what's going on. So I've noticed that this year and last year only, I can't go back any further, but I've noticed that dozens of great YouTubers have been demonetized. Dozens of YouTubers are earning, I'll just use a figure off the top of my head. YouTuber earns $3,000 a month, US dollars. But comes just before it's about to go into AdSense, Google takes $1,400 off them. And you're like, well, how's this? And lots of things happening. Now, so I looked into this today, and I don't want to mention other YouTubers about this because everyone's got their own battle with YouTube and Google.
I've got to say, I don't think I've ever hit those thresholds, so I wouldn't know.
Google owns YouTube.
Yes, Alphabet Incorporated. Yes.
Right. So, but this is what's happening in Google, which I find strange. 2007. I'll just go back as far as 2017. The EU fined Google $2 billion. 2018. Google gets fined $4.33 billion. 2019, France fines them $50 million. 2019, EU fines them $1.9 billion. 2022, $400 million. From 2017 to 2019, Google has received $8.2 billion in fines for putting their own apps at the top of search engines and privacy and restricting creators, not letting creators have removing third-party links from so creators can't earn money. And 2022, these are fines that Google had: 156, 10, 40, 25 billion, 50 million, 161 million, 223 million, 391 million, 4.12 billion in fines. This year, Google is receiving more fines because they're not making. Now, this is alleged. Obviously, they've had the fines, so it must be true. But they're not letting other creators bring on third-party links so creators can earn coffee funds and buy me this and buy me that. And they're starting to do that to creators, which is causing creators to move platforms. So Google are getting all these fines, and they must get the money from somewhere. All of a sudden, dozens and dozens and dozens of creators are being demonetized. A lot of money's been taken out of AdSense. And my own personal opinion is, I believe Google, via YouTube, are taking money from its creators to pay off its fines. And that's it. Yeah, it's just my
That may
theory.
well be. That may well be. Yeah.
That's a lot of money they've had taken off them in the last couple of years.
Yes, yes. And they have driven people off the platform. I mean, I'll stay on YouTube until the day they throw me off. But that's why I'm on X now. So if my channel were to suddenly go down, everybody knows where I am. So, and I can go live on it. I can upload videos on it and communicate with everybody. Because I remember what happened to Wally, and she was just silenced. She'd been taken down off Twitter, then taken down off YouTube. But now Elon owns Twitter. That just doesn't happen anymore. Obviously, the environment has become a little more spicy, worse.
I've got an idea for 2024. Go away. Now, it's just an idea, so I'm going to throw it out there, which means I'm not going to do it. But I had thought about it. Go out there, create a new email address, easily done. Come back in to YouTube and never show my face. But call my channel Meghan Markle, and I have an American accent, which I use from AI. And it's, hi y'all, have you bought my book, The Bench? You know what type of shit? So, and then the sugars would flood me.
Yes, and bump your views up, definitely. I hope Wally comes back to Ria one day, but I think she's just taking some time out for herself. I haven't heard anything from her today or yesterday. But
do you know what? We've had this chat privately about Wally. We have. I like Wally. Sometimes she's a pain in the arse, but I like her. She produced great content. To speak to in a one-on-one, she was lovely. Yes, she's been attacked that much that it's probably destroyed her, and she's taken a long break. But you know, I understand what she's been through. She's a pain in the arse. I'm a pain in the arse. We can all be a pain in the arse. But I hope she does come back. But it'll be in her time. No one else.
I think if she comes back, she'll want to know she's not going to be kicked in the head again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think.
If I was there, I'd go on X.
Yes, and she's on X.
With YouTube.
She is on X. She's got about 14,000 followers on X. And if anybody wants to follow her, she's Yankee Wally 2. So Yankee Wally 2. But she doesn't post on there either because she's just removed herself from the internet. And this will come out in the wash eventually. The scandal of Christopher Boozy, the bullying, the bot sentinel, them being on Netflix. It will all come out in the wash. Believe me.
He fell off. I was going to say, I feel for Wally. I mean, I've been through the mill this year with shit. But the thing is, can Wally take another hit?
Yeah.
She comes back.
You've got family. You've got quite a good support network. You've got Sebastian. You've got Gwen, Luba, Gwen's son. And you're all kind of together. Wally doesn't have that, really.
I know. And those people, and you, and Sue, and a few others, we have a circle that keeps me moving forward. No matter what the kicks are, I just go, what? Keep moving forward.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It makes a big difference, doesn't it?
And I worry if she comes back. She comes back again. She grows really. We all promote her. She grows really, really fast.
Yeah.
And her spirits get lifted, and then boom, a big boot again.
Yeah, it's really got to be YouTube has learned to, because I think there's something wrong with their algorithm as well. Because I've seen people on the YouTube Twitter complaining, I had a YouTube channel about gardening. Why did you demonetize me? And I've gone and looked at their channel, and it's harmless. It's just some odd who does gardening. So I think it's the robots have gone rogue and demonetized channels that shouldn't have done, and taken channels down that they shouldn't have done. And that will.
But you're an avid gardener, aren't you?
Well, it's just an example. Yeah, I don't know why I chose that name. I really don't know why I chose that name, because I'm terrible at gardening.
Oh,
the state of my garden, it's awful.
Not as bad as me. We can't even remember to water the plants up.
Well, it rained today. This evening it rained, thank goodness, so that the plants have been watered. That's handy.
I used to try and grow things. I had like a, I don't know what it's called, a trough. I think it's like a trough, and I bought it at a garden centre several years ago. It's now gone. It's in the bin, gone. But I bought it several years ago. I bought loads of compost, I got black bin bags and I cut them all down inside to make it look professional. And I put holes at the bottom of it. I put lovely things in it. And I grew tomatoes. I grew tomatoes. I grew tomatoes. I grew grapes. I grew strawberries. But you know the worst thing about that was Sebastian, as a kid, when he was a kid, used to wind me up. Because the minute a good strawberry arrived, he'd go and go, look, Dad. He'd bring it in. Look, Dad, look at that. And I'm like, it was growing, son. Why did you pick it?
I planted some pepper seeds, little peppers.
Chilies.
And they actually came up and I was dead excited. I said,
A bright red chili, big one.
The first ones appeared and Ben was there as well. And he just went plucks straight in his mouth. And he ate it before we could do it. And we thought, oh.
His mouth was on fire for the rest of the day.
We showed him a live prawn when we lived in Brighton Marina.
He ate it.
He just grabbed it and stuck it straight in his mouth and ate it alive.
Wow. Oh,
wow. He was trying to pull it out of his mouth.
It's like a human dustbin. Human dustbin. Right. When you live alone, it's hard to keep being knocked down. I have no family living and too handicapped to get out to meet new people. But I have millions of great memories. I love these lives. Yes. So you can understand Wanda. For Wally, she's like us. She never saw you guys as subscribers or followers, that you're friends. And that's how Wally saw it, and that she was denied access to her friends. That's what really hurt the most.
I'm just trying to keep up with the comments.
They're going too fast for me, so I'm trying to leave time for people to read them, and they're just...
You've got a subscriber called Wanda.
Wanda, I think it was.
I haven't heard that name since the movie A Fish Called Wanda. I haven't
really? I've known loads of Wandas.
Wanda Badger.
Wanda Badger. There we go. And there's another one. Is that the same one? Wanda. Hi, Wanda. I mean, King Charles just wished you well. He's got a brass neck, hasn't he?
Does it? The king himself.
He knows Wanda.
Oh. Gardener who doesn't really garden. I'm trying.
I've sorted my plants out today. Actually, I have sorted my plants out today. So
I've got that plant on the boat I've got to go and look after. I've just remembered that coconut palm I bought. It'd be dead by now. Well, I'm not there, am I, to water it?
We'll go tomorrow.
Unless the ceiling leaks in that particular point.
We should put it under the leak and then it'll be fine, isn't it?
I thought you'd fixed the roof of the boat.
But yeah,
there are two roofs, and I've fixed one, and that one didn't leak anyway. It's the saloon roof that leaks.
Jesus, Graham, send the woman to do. So you fixed the roof that doesn't leak. That's
right, because it was collapsing.
It was getting to the point where it definitely needed attention, but it wasn't.
One morning, years ago, I heard.
Is that the one? Is that the one where you did a live on, Fiona, and you were pissed and sold away?
That's really high up. That's about 30 foot off the surface of the water.
Yeah, it's quite high.
And about 4 years ago, we were on the boat, and I heard this boom, like a really big thud. So I went upstairs in my pajamas and dressing gown with a hangover, and I looked out, and half the fucking roof had fallen off and hit the lower deck. And there were a load of posh yachties on a yacht next door looking horrified at my rotting boat. And I just went, what do you want me to fucking do about it right now? So 4 years later, I'm fixing the roof.
Oh, God.
It's an old boat, but we like it. It's comfortable. It is nice, but it is an old tatty old boat.
It's not tatty. I've done loads of work on it.
She's fixing it up.
And I'm so glad we did the bathroom. Because that was before your diagnosis. We didn't know a bloody thing, and we were on the boat over the summer.
Yeah.
That bathroom's brilliant now.
Yeah.
It works now. You can actually turn the tap on, water comes out, it goes in the basin, and it goes down the drain, and it all works.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
The roof doesn't leak in the shower.
It does, actually.
Does it?
Yeah, I fixed that.
Oh, well.
Graham, do you know anything about this boat?
It doesn't rain down here until October, and then it will stop raining in May.
She's the one who's into boats, right?
Yeah.
I just live on the boat to humour her. I'm into airplanes.
Yeah, so it's really my boat. It's my boat.
My target's arrived today, look.
Oh, God. Graham, where did you pull in from your arse? Where did they just come from?
It was there. It's on the table. I've
Oh,
got a metal thing coming from Amazon to catch all my BBs, Louis Steel BBs, because they're quite expensive. So I'm going to
yeah.
try recycling them, you know what I mean?
Yeah, fair one. Yeah. I haven't got a BB gun. Sebastian used to have one a while ago, but yeah, just for hitting weak targets.
You can get yourself into a lot of trouble really quick, though, if you get a bit laxy-daisy. For sure.
Oh, I know.
Tell me, Trevor, what is Christmas Day for you? Do you cook a turkey? Does everybody come round to you? What happens in the Trevor cult household?
Right. Okay. Well, Christmas Eve I'll be up at Gwen's. She's got guests coming, and I'll be there for a while, and then I'll be going out to do something with Gwen. Christmas Day for me, we come to mine for just for the morning. I'll head over to Sebastian and his mum. Usually, well, he's now getting older. He knows there's no Santa now. I mean, he's high school, but I'll head over to Sebastian and Luba, and she'll give me a wee glass of sherry or something. There'll be little snacks there, and I'll take over what presents I have for them, and we'll open presents there with Sebastian and his mum. So we'll do presents in the morning, and then I'll leave them to it. I'll come back here where Gwen will be, and Luba's laid out her table Luba's hosting us this year.
Right.
And me and Gwen and her son will go across to Luba's for Christmas dinner. But she's doing all the snacks and all the drinks. But me and Gwen, mostly Gwen, God help her, we're going to do all the cooking and we're going to take across the food. But Luba will do some there. So she's hosting, we're bringing the food, and we're going to spend it today.
Lovely. That's really nice.
Big joint effort.
But no church?
I'm going to be honest, no. No. You know, here's the thing. It's a bit like, to me, church is like Remembrance Day. You don't have to go to see God. Well, you don't have to go to Remembrance Day to think about your fallen comrades. You can do everything. You can do everything from the side of your bed.
Yes, absolutely. Here. We're not going to church either, are we? No. I don't think.
We've only been to church once in our we've been together 23 years.
Yeah, we've only been to church
and
once.
we only went to church once, and that was Westminster Abbey, and that was a few weeks ago.
Because you have to pay £22.50 to get in. But if you go to the service, it's free. Yeah,
so we saved 50 quid there, you know what I mean? By going to we only wanted to take pictures on his grave, this Thomas Hesketh. Who was
Wait. Your church charges you 22 quid to go in?
Westminster Abbey.
Westminster Abbey.
We charge, I think it's 23, 25 quid each to get in.
That's a piss take. Built by taxpayers' money.
Loads of people would object. I'm sure they've had loads of objectors. But if you go to the service, it's free. They can't charge you to go in. And we only wanted to go in to find this grave of Sir Thomas Hesketh and have my picture taken next to it, selfie. So he goes into the service, clocks the grave, takes all the photos, and then we have to sit through the service.
I'm complaining about that, but yet I've done the same thing. When Jason was across, he wanted to go, and we all paid to go in. I went with Gwen, we paid to go in. But that's because we went as a tourist. We didn't go as a local to go and pray. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, but we were in the area for a month. So.
If you and Gwen and Luba and Sebastian went to London and you thought, I know, let's go and look at the Westminster Abbey, we'll go and look at the grave of the unknown soldier, we'll wander down, see where the kings get crowned, see the chair, do all that. There's 100 fucking quid, mate, just to get in the church.
I know.
And you think what you could do with 100 quid elsewhere?
Well, maybe the roof leaks and they need the money.
Well, there's a point. I mean, these buildings need to be maintained.
No. Government grants.
Absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? I mean, you see it on the telly. Firstly, it's a lot smaller than it looks on the telly. It's also a lot taller than it looks on the telly, and it's a lot more ornate than it looks on the telly.
The thing is,
stunning.
Fiona, it will never ever need money. It gets government grants. It's right at the top of the list for lottery funding every time. So everything's free for that place. You could spend that £100 on buying a black jacket and a fake white collar and just walk in.
Yeah. I'm glad
I
we
never
went
thought
there.
of that.
Oh, what, you mean like a vicar?
Pretend to be a bit.
That's
Bless
really
you, my son.
naughty.
I'm not endorsing that type of behaviour. I would
Is
never
it
do
an
that.
offence to impersonate a priest?
Well, priests
Your
impersonate.
friend used to do that.
He did.
He even had a thing on his wrist and go, "What would Jesus do? What would Jesus say?" This crook from Bootle. He was terrible. My mum, when she met him, he was wearing a dog collar and she said, "Oh, he's lovely." I said, "He's a crook. Don't believe a word he says. He's not a vicar." And he
Did
just
you hear the joke?
laughing. He's terrible.
But when I was growing up, there was a joke about now. It was a joke, but it was about to try and find out what race Jesus was. Did you ever hear that joke?
No.
Right, here we go. I think my dad told me this, and he got that from the prison. So there we go. He worked in the prison, by the way. He wasn't in the prison. He worked. So my dad said, this guy walks up and he goes to see. He says, "I need to find out if Jesus is a white man or a colored man of color. How do we find this out?" He goes, "Well, go and ask him. Go and ask him." He says, "Okay, Jesus." "Yes, my son." "Jesus, am I?" And he twisted the joke. He went, "Jesus, am I a white man or a man of color?" And Jesus said, "You are what you are." And he comes back down and he says, "I'm white." And his mate goes, "How did you find that out?" Because if it had been man of color, Jesus would have said, "You is what you is."
Right, okay. I was really holding my breath there for that joke. Christopher Boozy's there with his
You were
pen.
thinking the worst. You were thinking the
Oh,
worst.
yeah, screenshotting us all
Oh
now
my
going,
God.
oh, they're all blaspheming.
It's not just Trevor who's got Charles. We've
We've
got
all got
Charles.
Charles,
Everybody's got Charles. Charles are welcome for Christmas as well. We don't want them to be on their own
Merry
island. We all know
Christmas.
they're
Oh,
bad.
yeah. I enjoy them. They keep me going. I mean, they keep me going. I have a laugh. I did for the benefit of the viewers, I showed Fiona something earlier on.
Oh, yes.
Right.
I was
So this is what happened. This is funny, Graham. So I've got a little WhatsApp group with lots of people I care about in it, and we chat. Okay. Someone in the WhatsApp group posted a photograph of a Christmas tree. Not this one, but a photograph of a Christmas tree, which they found online. And below the tree had dozens of Amazon wrapping paper in boxes. And the quote above it was, "Isn't it brilliant that Amazon wraps your Christmas presents for you?" And it was a bit of a piss take, right? I took that photograph and I put it online. And I went, "That's the Christmas shopping done." Well,
I know.
the dickhead that trolls me then puts that photograph on X. "How does he afford all these presents? How does he afford all these presents on a shitty pension? This guy's scamming." I mean, it just goes to show you how mentally retarded.
But you only know that because I told you, because I keep an eye on your channel and you never look. And I said, "Did you put a picture of a Christmas tree?" And you just burst out laughing. That was this evening. But yeah, they're sick little saddos. They're guess what's going on.
I just play with them. I mean, I just play with them. It's like knitting. I just play with the troll and I go, yeah, stick up a picture.
Well, you can't say that's it. You know they're there. You know they're there and they're obsessed on everything
They're
you
super
say.
fans.
You can
super
just play
fans.
with them, can't you? You really can.
And I mean, I know you don't look at their account, but one of their big complaints is that you've got two beautiful women who make a big fuss of you. That really pisses them off. And you've got 155,000 followers. That makes them super angry.
That's only
so jealous of you.
I mean, honestly, me and my ex-wife, I'll go have a wonderful day. Honestly, I'll give her a hug, give Gwen a hug. I've got people around me that I care about. However, this person's got 4 ex-wives that fucking hate him. And dozens of children.
Is the 5th wife still with them?
You know something, Trevor?
Don't know.
If the person was from another country and they didn't have an English passport or British passport, if they get convicted when they get out of jail, they can be deported, you know.
Yes.
Oh no, that's the hope. That's the hope.
My mate grew up. He was English and he grew up in America. He was like a baby when they emigrated to America. So he grew up till he was about 40 in like California. Anyway, he got on the wrong side of the law. He was making speed or something like that. Anyway, they threw him in jail, and when he got out of jail, he said, "That's it, you're deporting you to England." And he goes, "But I don't know anyone in England." He goes, "I don't give a fuck," and they put him on the plane and sent him to Manchester.
And they'd given him clothes, or his
Yeah,
clothes
he
were
said,
like,
"I haven't got any clothes. All he had was the orange jumpsuit." And they said, "Oh, look, find you some clothes." And they found him some massive flares and some shirts with enormous round collars and that, and a stupid coat.
so he just landed in Heathrow and
with the
thought,
pads on the elbows, and he's just standing there at Manchester Airport like this, looking around, thinking, "What the fuck am I going to do now?"
that's horrific, isn't it?
You've got to
Horrific.
laugh, though. I mean, whenever you build up a nice little audience and you get good people around you and you get good subscribers and they lift you up. I mean, I remember whenever I was I had my YouTube channel for about 10 years before I even started doing YouTube. I just used to, I only started doing YouTube, I think it was 2022 or no, that's a lie. 2020, I started doing YouTube, and it was because I used to just watch YouTubers, and I just thought I'll give it a go. And at the start, whenever I came off all social media, and I told people I was going to here, if you want to follow me, come here, and I brought quite a few people across, which was brilliant. And then some of the trolls came across, but you know what? The difference is, once you block them, they don't come back.
Yes, I noticed that on YouTube. You don't really get trolls on YouTube. You get critics, and that's fair enough, but they're not trolls like you get on Facebook, X, or on any of the others. They're almost too scared to do it on YouTube, aren't they?
I know, and I listen. Criticism is brilliant, good and bad, and I take it on the chin. I do get the odd dickhead though, who watches my video, and then for some reason they come up with a different plan, which is not what I said, and I just think
that can be a bot. That can be a bot. Bots do that
idiots,
a lot.
idiots, and like for instance, I criticize politicians all the time because I don't think they're doing a good job anywhere. But there's a lot of things happening. The only politicians we get to hear of all the time here is UK politicians and US. We don't get to hear about any other country. That's it. It's there. It's in their face every day. And I criticized Joe Biden, and I've also criticized Trump. I criticize them all.
Oh, he's gone black. I think he's not.
Subscribers thinking Trevor doesn't like Americans. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying your boss and my boss are dicks. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you're bad. I'm just saying this. And they're like,
I get
but
that.
Trevor, why would you? Yeah, but I don't understand what you're saying. I've said this, and you're coming up with this. It doesn't make sense.
Well, I get that, and then I think I watched the video back, and I think, yeah, I didn't explain that properly.
Sounds good.
But sometimes I use the word Republican, as in people who don't want a monarch. You can't hear.
Hello?
We can hear you.
I can't hear you. I can't hear what you're saying. No.
I think it's your phone. It's your phone.
What happened there, ladies and gentlemen, was this. Fatima Whitbread tried to phone me, and then the phone went off. Her name came up on the screen where she tried to call me, and then
Can you hear us?
Silent. I don't know how to fix it.
I think we've hit 9 o'clock, so I think we're probably going to wrap it up now. We're
I've lost you completely.
Can type in the
I'll
comments.
go out and try and come back in, okay?
Okay.
Okay,
still talking.
I need to put the link up.
You need to remove him from there.
Hang on, I need to put the.
Can you guys all hear us?
Hope so. I hate getting cut off.
But we
It's
will
all Fatima Whitbread's fault.
Bless her, I love Fatima Whitbread. But we will be rounding up soon because we've gone over the hour. But if we get Trevor back, yes, you can all hear us, and I bet you could loud and clear. We're being too loud. So I don't know if Trevor will come back or not. He's not back in the chat just yet.
Well, we'll give him a few minutes.
Yes, we could hear Trevor as well. We could hear him as well.
9 o'clock.
Bring Fatima on. I don't know how to do that because she'll be on. I don't know. I don't think she subscribes to me. She's just personal friends with Trevor.
Yeah.
And there's a chief constable as well, a chief constable of Sussex Police. She's suffered terrible trolling for about 20 years and has, oddly enough, not had help from the police herself. So, and she apparently is friends with Fatima, who's helping Trevor to try and deal with this particular nuisance person. I'm not sure that he can reconnect because
I'll put the link up one more time, Trevor. If
we're going to go any second now.
And yeah, we'll wind it up if you're not coming back to say goodbye. Finish what you were saying.
I think he's got technical problems with his phone. So I think we'll wind it up now. Thank you all very, very much for joining us and being with us during the live. And I'll let you say your bit.
Okay, so that's it. I'm just looking at the last of the comments.
Oh, there's loads of comments. Loads.
Yeah, they keep coming thick and fast. Okay, guys, we'll see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock UK time. Good night, and may your God go with you.